Hello and welcome to Marotopia, a community of artists, producers and sound lovers. My name is Marc and together with my dear friend Robert Babic, we played the biggest clubs and festivals around the globe and released thousands of tracks on labels like Compact, Bedrock, Inner Visions, Cocoon, Systematic, you name it. And I'm just saying this if you don't know us. And it's time to say hello to my dear friend Robert. Hi Robert, how are you?
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, nice to meet you. And this is part 2 of our plugin parade. In the last episode we discussed already 5 different plugins. Like, in example, Soothe 2, Dada Life Endless Smile for the fun part. Baby Audio Transit 2, the SPL Vitalizer MK3 on Plugin Alliance, and also the Adapter Utopia plugin, which creates a hall in completely revolutionary new ways. And now we start with plugin number 6, which I don't know, but Robert does. And it's a free plugin, that's something I know. It's a plugin you must have, that's something I know. But now you, Robert, tell us why you desperately need Proility.
Yeah, Proility is a new and free plugin, and it's basically the utility plugin that you have in your Ableton or in your Logic or in your Cubase, but grown up. Every function that can somehow be helpful is there in one tool, and it's free. So really, really nice. Especially for me, that a function that I really like is in the regular utility plugins, you can change the phase. Usually there's just a button. You can press it and then it's 180 degrees changed. In this one, you can change the phase basically completely by yourself. And you have any kind of function that it's basic. It's really just a utility plugin, but super helpful and free. Just get it, really. To give because I forgot. It's from the company Process Audio, and I just opened it here. So you have a high pass filter. You can change the slope. You have this phase change thing. You can go MS. You have access to the width of the signal, but really like a bit deeper. You can make the bass mono under 100 Hertz if you like. You have full access to the panning with different pan lows. So you can simply have the signal, and if the signal is like that, right, full stereo, you usually panning where you say you send the signal to one side is that it's just level, but here you have different ways of do the panning where you can simply change the view on like where the sound is coming from, not just by level, but really change both sides. It's a bit complicated. Get it, free, Process Audio, no brainer.
Is it a simple one?
Yeah, it's super simple. One function, one button, super, really simple utility. It's clean, there's no extras, just a clean little helper in your studio.
Okay, I saw in the description gain staging function. Have you used this one?
Yeah, you can use, you have 2 ways of, there's a level like for gain staging that you can say, and you have a gain knob. So a lot of people use the utility plugin, especially in Ableton, for gain staging, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, you can do this there as well. For me, in Logic, I have a different function. I have this gain stage for all the channels on the corner in Logic built in on the corner. So I don't need this for gain staging. But for the Ableton user, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I mean you can also do gain staging manually, but try it out. Proility, free plugin. Which company?
Process Audio.
Process Audio.
Yeah, and then by the way, they have some nice plugins to check out as well. But this one is free. Proility. I like it.
Okay, when we talk about utility plugins, we automatically have to talk about analyzer plugins. And yeah, analyzers are around for a very long time. However, you explored an analyzer which is the ultimate must-have reference super analyzer. And I have bought it as well. It took me ages to
get it running.
Because I was not intelligent enough for this plugin. But now it runs with the kind help of this guy there. And yeah, I mean, I'm a bit provocative now. I think the Mira analyzer is a plugin you always needed and maybe didn't know about it.
I would say it gives you information that you were not aware before.
Aha.
Probably.
Yes. An example?
Yeah, and an example, it can show you it looks like a Christmas tree. Like the stereo field, but for each frequency. So you see exactly when an element is out of phase, or if you have too much stereo signal somewhere in a certain region, or it's completely no stereo signal. It's really nice. And the analyzer functions it's very smooth. You have so many options. It's a very, very professional analyzer. And it runs independent. It's not a plug-in. It's basically an independent little program that runs on the side. And you can, if you have, let's say, more than one screen in your studio, you can put this analyzer on a separate screen and run it like constantly.
Yeah, the funny thing is it's actually a standalone, but not a standalone, because it comes along with a sample grabber plugin. So in a way, it's a standalone and a plugin at the same time, because yeah, the sample grabber leads the signal into the plugin itself.
There's this. Marc, we found out that you need the sample grabber. On my side, I could send the Mira works without. But the sample grabber is a good idea. It's a plugin that you put on your master channel as the very last plugin, and it sends the audio data to the analyzer. So the analyzer gets just the output of your DAW. It's nice, and it's a very professional tool, really.
Yeah, what I really like is are two different things. The first one is that you can see on the Christmas tree what your bass does and how your bass reacts in a panning way. And the second thing is that you see in the higher frequencies how the panning is acting. And I had this with a few pads. They were really over-panned, and with this tool you can tame them a little bit and limit them a bit, or as much as you wish. And for me, it's the first tool. Thanks, Robert, for this recommendation where you can really see it. I mean, theoretically you can hear it, but sometimes I don't hear anything anymore at all. And therefore, this analyzer is really helpful, because sometimes colleagues say, yeah, but for what do you need an analyzer? You can hear this anyway, so what? So what would you answer these people?
It's just a second control. I mean, it's, of course, the ears are number one, but having an analyzer as a second level of knowledge and control, it's simply better. It, like, 2 instances is better than 1. Ears is nice, and if you as well can be really, really sure that 20 hertz is not going crazy, maybe it's helpful.
By the way, something very important, and maybe you have asked this yourself already.
Do you really want to keep producing tracks nobody plays?
We show you in Malta at our masterclass in Robert's studio how to stand out of the crowd. And we want to take your track to the next level. And we are more than happy to help you with this. So, February 2026, Marotopia Masterclass in Malta.
Yes.
Dear Marotopians, all these companies, all these products we are discussing are not supporting us.
This
is
not,
very, very important. We are 100% objective. We are 100% neutral. The Mira guys don't give us any money. No one gives us any money. So it's one-to-one.
It's stuff that we use.
Yeah,
right?
It's one-to-one our opinion and our experiences. There's no filter. So Marotopia is the place to be. Anything else you want to add regarding the Mira analyzer, or shall we jump to the next one?
I just get the demo. The demo is working fine, and try it out for yourself. So yeah, let's
try it out for yourself. If you want to say anything about this analyzer, leave a comment in the section below. We jump to the next one, the Weiss Exciter. You tried it out. What's
it's
going on?
In my daily use. Weiss is a company known for very, very expensive, very precise mastering tools. And this Exciter is super clean and can be very, very subtle. Like for me, this plugin found its way into my mastering chain. You can use it on individual sounds, of course, and then you can
not too much, by the way.
Yeah, you can overuse an Exciter always.
A lot. I did it already.
Okay. But
I know what I'm talking about.
It can be extremely subtle, just a tiny bit of opening up a mix down. And for this, it's really precise, super clean. I love it. I think it took me, I downloaded the demo, played around with it, and I think after 10 minutes I bought the plugin.
Oh,
because it was like, oh, there's this moment like, oh, nice. Okay, I need it.
Okay, what you have to bear in mind is the soft tube Weiss tools are not really cheap. This is something we have to bear in mind.
It's really mastering grade tools, like really. And all the other soft tube Weiss plugins, they are, if you do mastering, no question, you have to get them because they are simply top notch.
What is an Exciter?
You are creating overtones, harmonics. You're adding harmonics out of the signal, and basically it's kind of a saturation process. And saturation is distortion. but you mix it a little bit in, and it's like extremely precise distortion where you only create some overtones, some harmonics. And it gives you the feeling that a signal is opening up. It feels fresh, like fresh air. Yeah.
My first exciter I bought around 1993, and it was the FX Oral Exciter.
Yeah, and I still have our FX, the Pro mastering version here in my studio, and it's still running every day.
I'm just checking on eBay which one I had.
There were many different ones.
But they're not so expensive anymore. It's now random, but FX Oral Exciter Type B 2-channel vintage rack, $195. I think that's not the one I had. I had a gray one.
So I have the Type 3 model 260.
But it's funny how cheap they are, by the way.
Yeah, because you can do this with plugins.
Yeah, I know. But
the Weiss was the first time where I thought, ooh, this is nice.
And if Robert says ooh, it means something.
It means something. Yeah, like I said, it took me like 10 minutes. And I had to buy it even, I had no money, but I had to buy it.
Okay, now that we talk about the FX Exciter, do you think that FX Twin chose his name because of
he said this in an interview. And then the company gave him problems.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They didn't like this.
Weird. I would have been happy. Anyway, maybe they didn't know him. Yeah, up to the next one.
Yes.
Now we talk about Reverb and Hall again. We talk about the Atlantis Dual Chambers plugin. It was a special request from Robert to put this one into our list.
Yeah, because I use this quite often.
What's
and I
so
really
special about
like it. So basically, it's a simulation of the old way, the really old way of having reverbs was having a room in the studio somewhere, like a special room, completely empty. You just have a speaker and a microphone. And this was the reverb room. And this plugin is recreating the reverbs in the studio where ABBA was doing all their recordings.
Oh my God, that's already a reason not to buy it, by the way.
No, it's a reason to buy it because ABBA sounds amazing.
But I never liked ABBA. No? I was always a KISS fan and not an ABBA fan.
Okay, no.
Okay.
From the production standpoint.
Forget about it. Next plugin.
It's extremely good. The plugin is basically it's not smearing. It's very nice. Sounds super natural in a way, not smearing. And I use it for a very special function. And let me explain this. Especially if I have, let's say, some percussion or like a plug sound where I put a ping pong delay on. And the ping pong delay usually is like super hard left, right. You have your delay and it's really panning like hardcore. I put then the Atlantis dual chamber after this and put the reverb almost very subtle. Very short, just tiny little room. It's very short reverb. But there's a button where you can change left and right. And this function is almost like magic. So when the delay is sending a signal to the side, the room signal will be on the opposite side. So it's like flying like this, and this function gives you a very, very coherent signal. Try it out for yourself. You can do it with other plugins. I mean, just change the reverb left and right, and you have this function. Here it's built in. The plugin sounds super nice. I mean, I like easy workflows. I like when things are not complicated. And especially if you have a cool function, you just press a button and it's done. And it sounds
by
nice.
the way, for easy workflows, I can recommend you a nice plugin. It's called Dada Live.
He's coming. Marc,
Yes. And the smile.
It's not fun. It's... No.
Okay, to come back to the Atlantis dual chambers, to come back to ABBA, which was not my favorite band at all. As I said, I was a Kiss fan. I mean, in school, we always had the competition Kiss or ABBA.
Really? In your school? Okay. I was in a different school then.
Almost every school. Maybe
Come
for
on,
you
ABBA had the best melodies.
Oh, it was so, sweet and oh my goodness, no. When you wanted to be cool,
beautiful.
When you wanted to be cool, you couldn't be an ABBA fan. But anyway, which machines?
I'm not an ABBA fan, but I really respect what they have done. And if you just listen to the mix down and the arrangements, they were really top notch.
Yeah, no, but
I never been a Kiss fan, so I cannot really talk about this. Guys, this guy
Kiss
here, this techno guy,
shit.
This techno guy, he loves Kiss. The guys who use too much makeup.
Okay,
in their
leave
face.
a comment in the section below. Kiss or ABBA, let us know. Okay, but to finalize this dual chambers thing, on which machines have they used? Did they use?
No, they didn't. They didn't use. They used a real room.
Aha.
So it was a reverb chamber. So it's
so
like
they created this room themselves.
Yeah. It's a real room under the studio, just with a speaker and a microphone. And you can change the position where you put the microphone, also in the plugin.
And was this plugin the reason, or was the room the reason to create this plugin?
The room, exactly.
In particular,
yeah, because this studio and this reverb sound from ABBA is so famous.
Mamma Mia!
People, you see, you even know the songs.
Yes.
The reverb is so famous that people asked to have them as a plugin.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds very exciting, but Robert, please do me one favor for the next episode.
Yes.
Listen to Mamma Mia or to Super Trooper. Listen to Super Trooper by ABBA. And then listen to I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss. And then let me know what the real shit is. And I know the answer already, okay? So forget about this chamber room.
No, forget it. No, I'm Team ABBA.
Please! Guys, Marotopia is happy.
Choose. No way, this man with too much makeup. They are just clowns.
Okay, last plugin in this episode of Marotopia. Do you want to know a plugin which really clips? Then stay tuned. Okay, we talk about clipping plugins, and it's a bit Team Robert versus Team Marc, and you can decide yourself. Let us know which one you prefer. We talk about plugins that knock, which is my favorite clipping plugin. And your favorite clipping plugin is this orange thing, right?
Yeah, orange clip or gold clip.
Yeah. No. Plugins that knock. Plugins.knock.com. It's a hard and soft clipping mode plugin.
But even the name is stupid.
It's amazing. I love it. It's the only plugin name I can keep in my mind, by the way. I forget them all. All these names like Baby Audio Kive, blah, blah, blah. I always forget them. Yeah. Or plug in this, plug in that, or sound this, sound that. Plugins that knock.
Okay.
This is the real deal. Yeah. I personally love it. Maybe it's a bit too popcornish for Robert. But it's very nice for percussive instruments from the 808 or from the 909. It adds a super cool clipping. You can use soft or hard clipping, sharp, aggressive versus smooth. And especially for 808 elements like clap or like the kick, there are wonderful presets and I simply love them. So it's a one knob style, one trick pony, but it's a nice punchiness and loudness you can add to your sounds instead of using a compressor. And what I really like about it is it has also a super low CPU. So it's the opposite. I mean, you cannot really compare these two plugins, but it's the opposite of the Diva, because when you open the Diva, it's like woof. And Robert, please try it out.
Yeah, let me just the next explain what the clipper is doing, or what it is for, or what is the clipper. Basically, it's a thing that back in the days was forbidden, and it's what is clipping? Clipping means you have your interface or your recording device, and you overdrive
loudness,
and you overdrive it, or you go into the red.
Yeah, you want to add loudness.
Back in the days it was forbidden. You have your zero, and it was forbidden.
It was forbidden in the ABBA studio, but not in the KISS studio.
But no, this clipping back in the days in the 80s, you didn't have any digital. It's really, it came up with digital recording, right? And this clipping, if it's done right, it's not so bad like people thought. It's actually quite good. You can control transients in a really nice way, where if you use a limiter, it softens the signal quite a lot, and smearing, and the clipper can be very punchy.
Yeah, and it was a really good alternative to compression.
Yes, it is.
Because it was not crashing the dynamics.
It's crashing the dynamics like crazy, but it sounds different.
But not so much like a compressor. Because the compressor, of course, does this.
Yeah, but a clipper is basically the hardcore version of compressing. It's really cut. It's like you take a knife and you cut off all the signals. But if it's done right, it sounds more punchy and even cleaner sometimes. And if you overdo it, it can also be nice, because then you have a very distinctive distortion that can sound really nice. I mean,
hey Robert, do you know what we should do? We should take a few 808 sounds like snare, clap, kick drum, and maybe some toms, and then we should send them through different clipping
and compare them. I mean, dubstep would not work without clippers. All the strain or gabba these days, or this hardcore, this industrial techno.
By the way, is it Gabber or Gabba? Gabber.
I say Gabba.
Gabber. Gabba sounds a bit like ABBA, by the way.
See? I'm Team ABBA. This guy
ABBA
here
with the G in the beginning.
He had too much KISS in his youth.
I think ABBA never used the clipper at all.
No, because
never, ever.
In the ABBA days, there were no digital converters. They were recording on real tape. That's why it sounds so smooth and so warm. by the way.
Dear Marotopians, maybe you can make suggestions. I need a new partner at Marotopia. I cannot continue with this guy. I mean,
Okay, come on. If you on one of our next recordings, if you come with a Kiss makeup, I will sing a song from ABBA.
I have no idea how I can do this masterclass in February with you in Malta. But I come with a Kiss t-shirt.
I will prepare an ABBA mega mix
when
you enter the door.
Okay, guys, this was part number 2 of the greatest plugins of all times, according to Marc's and Robert's opinion. I hope you liked this episode a lot, dear Marotopians, and like always in our Marotopia show, because he insists on it, this guy there has the last word. Goodbye.
My last word is ABBA was good. See you. Bye-bye.